Yo, what's going on, people? It's T.ShockLee, aka Thaddeus, here with another video, SalesVision's $100/100 day video challenge. All right, so I'm coming to you today. This is day number 15. I'm coming to you guys today to talk to you a little bit about, being an entrepreneur, being your own boss and things of that nature. Nothing against people that have a job as an employee, things like that. That's totally fine. You're definitely making the economy run and things like that. However, people are starting to understand that during this pandemic that being your own boss and being an entrepreneur is definitely the way to go, and working from home is definitely the way to go. However, I got a book that I've been reading, or I have already read, that I've been reading again. It's called The Entrepreneur Revolution by Daniel Priestley. If you haven't read this book or you have not heard of it, please go get that. It's on Amazon and other stores as well too. It is an amazing book, literally. And I just want to read you guys a small excerpt from this as well too today, just to give you an idea of what they're talking about. He's talking about how big businesses are going to be phasing out in the future, and they're going to be multiple global small businesses in the future. Okay. Future is really now, because that's what a lot of people are doing. They're going to understand and realize that, hey, I can work from home instead of having to go to a job that's going to pay me what they think I'm worth instead of paying me what I know I'm worth. Okay, does that make sense? So just a quick excerpt. So this part I'm going to read is talk about, let's look at the system. All right, it says, it's a choice. Times have changed, and we live in a unique time where if you want a job, you can have one, or if you want to make just as much money doing whatever you like, whenever you like, with whoever you like, you can do that too. It's just as much effort to find and hold down a good job today as it is to be completely free as a bird. It's just a choice you make. Do you want to live according to the rules of the Industrial Revolution or the Entrepreneurial Revolution? Many young people who follow the advice of their parents can't get stable jobs. There are people with master's degrees driving buses on hourly wages because the safe, secure corporate job never emerged. This book is designed for people who want to live by a new set of rules, the Entrepreneurial Revolution rules. If you're still reading, I'm sure you want to fully embrace the time we're in and live by these new rules. Quite as simple as it sounds. In the same way that your computer can't function properly without upgrading its software, you must also be willing to delete some old apps from your mind and install new ones, somewhat radical ideas. In the next few chapters, we're going to take a critical look at the current system. I'm going to suggest some ways to break out of it. When you're ready to shake up your world with some fresh ideas, read over to the next few chapters. I'll take you on a journey. It's the journey I've been on, and I will give you the lessons that I've learned along the way. Some you might agree with, some may challenge you. Some may be the key to unlock a whole new life and a whole new way of being, if you're only willing to try them. Let's take a look. So it says, it's a system that is longer right for us. It's time we had a very honest conversation about the industrialized system we have bought into. It's a system, that transformed humanity more than any other. As a result of the Industrial Revolution, we have better health, longer lives, more wealth, and technology. The Industrial Revolution is an awe-inspiring time in history. However, I believe it's a system that no longer serves you. The system is made up of rules and ideas that were perfect for the Industrial Revolution, but they are no longer right for people who choose to live in the Entrepreneurial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution needed workers to perform meaningless, repetitive tasks. It needed lots of them. The dull and repetitive stuff is now being done by software and robots. The Entrepreneurial Revolution needs people who are passionate, free-thinking, inspired innovators. The systems and rules for creating people like that are different from the rules used to create industrialized workers. Let's take three simple ideas that serve people when applied to the Industrial Revolution, but don't serve you in the Entrepreneurial Revolution. Number one, work hard now, you will get your rewards later. Number two, work isn't meant to be fun. Number three, work hard to prove how smart you are. No, these are just examples I use to show how differently you must start to think if you're going to take full advantage of the times we're in. Just like it was explained in the movie The Matrix, the system creeps up on you and it hums along in the background like a motor. Most people can't see it, hear it, feel it, and they certainly don't think about it. Let's start with the first simple idea. The old idea, Work hard and you'll get your rewards later. This idea is in religion and institutional work, in governments, in schools, and many other places you look. The idea that you should make sacrifices now for some far-off reward in the future. Agents of the Industrial Revolution controlled workers with the idea that in the future, they would have great rewards for their labor if they suffered now. The work required them for people to be so dull, horrible, or dangerous that you needed people to balance it with a fantasy about their future or they wouldn't do it. To this day, people put their dreams on hold so they can work for more for their industrial age employer. They dream about one day retiring with a pension, paying off their mortgage, or getting long service leave. In that case, in a fast-changing world, rewards in the future are a gamble at best. So I'm going to stop that there, and then we're going to go to the new idea. There is no payday, there's just life. Reading this, you might start to feel annoyed. You might think sacrificing now for a distant reward is just the way it is, and I'm mad for suggesting otherwise. Okay? So let's question it. Take a look around those of your friends who are sacrificing now so they can get ahead later. Is it actually paying off for them? Does it matter if they are 30, 40, or 50 years old? Is it working? What about you? Are you playing the delayed gratification game by putting things off for the future? And how is it working for you? Surely this idea worked. If this idea worked, it would greatly and really starting to show signs of producing results by now, right? Surely if you've been putting off big dreams for 15 years, there would be some pretty big rewards starting to stack up already. If this idea worked, could you see the evidence starting to show, right? So, I've spoken to countless people who get themselves into debt in their 20s trying to get ahead through home ownership. The mortgage is crippling and the property isn't performing the way it should have with the baby boomers. It did for the baby boomers. By the time they get their head back above water, they feel unable to take financial risk ever again, and they are very keen to play catch-ups on lost holidays. They end up in a confused state, okay? Why cash in the nest egg when you could have been free as a bird in the first place? One reason is fear. We are scared of living in the present because of what might happen in the future. Ironically, from a centered perspective in the present, we have our most authentic and powerful visions of the future. To plan your future is in the present. The best place on the beach or in a forest or in a rooftop penthouse apartment. If you are inspired, you will create an inspired vision. If you are fearful, you will create a vision based on mitigating your fear. It will be about scarcity and not abundance. I'm not saying that you don't have goals, dreams, and plans. I'm saying that you are living in a time where they can happen now, not later. Okay? So that's just a little small thing right there. This book is amazing. The rules for business have changed. Today, your ideas have more potential than ever to be valuable and go global. What are you going to do about it? Okay? So with that being said, guys, look. Go chase your goals and your dreams. You only have this life and this body right here to do it at this time. The time is now. The same thing, everything works in a circle. Okay, the word nowhere, if you break it up, it's actually now here. And you rewind it and you put it backwards, it's here now. Okay, so it's all intertwined in the same thing. So go after your goals, guys. Become an entrepreneur. Be ready to go after your dreams. Stop working for somebody else that only thinks that you're worth whatever they want to give you and feel like you can be replaced at any time. Okay, so please, I implore you to go ahead and definitely check that out. Check out this book, The Entrepreneur Revolution by Daniel Priestley. It's an awesome book. It will change your mindset. If you change your mindset, you change your pockets. I swear to goodness to you, okay? It's worked for me and countless others, and it's still continuously working at the moment. So definitely go out there, chase your dreams, be you, love yourself enough to take a risk on yourself, man. If you're not living, you're dying. If you're not elevating, you're dying, okay? So I appreciate you guys listening to me. Take it easy, be blessed, and I'll holler at you later. Deuces.